Hi folks, JP here from the podcast. Just to let you all know that the podcast is sponsored by AB Entertainment, and the AB stands for Mr. Alec Beveridge. It's a DJ and entertainment business. Alex is on Facebook and Instagram, and you can hit him up through the WhatsApp for any bookings on 07845 746 092. And also folks, the podcast has taken on a new partner, and we're partnered by MCM Framing Services and Hoops Memorabilia. If you want any jerseys, or if you've got any memorabilia sitting around you want framed or anything looked after that way, contact John Mullaney, and you can get him at johnmullaney0971@gmail.com, or contact him on his mobile 07835 072 582. And here at the Unrestricted View, we hope you're all enjoying the content, and if you are, please like and subscribe. It's free to do so, and also share amongst your Celtic family as well. Hail, hail from all of us. Yes, and a very warm welcome back to the Celtic Unrestricted View. It's myself, JP, and joining me this fine Wednesday evening is my good man, Mr. Ryan Clifford, and yet another hoodie for Mr. Clifford. How are we, sir?
I'm all right. I'm a bit not happy with some of the comments. Apparently, I have to shut up and let you speak, mate. So the podcast is yours tonight, mate. By the way.
Well,
I'll make you tea and you can fire away.
As you can all see, I've came prepared for a nice wee chat tonight. I've got myself a new microphone. So,
apparently I talk too much, mate. But I thought I was put podcast for all, but maybe I talk too much.
I would never have known.
That's why they call me Andy Gray, I suppose, isn't it, mate? But no, I'm good, mate. Bit tired for the day job right enough, but apart from that, I'm all good. Looking forward to get back to Celtic Park the weekend. Hopefully, some good news in terms of that injury front in the next few days. We'll hopefully hear after St Johnstone as well some good injury news for us, because it's getting to that time of the season now, mate, where we need kind of injuries now to be fully fit, especially leading into a title charge, mate. So, apart from that, I'm all good. Looking forward to the chat, mate, and I hope you're well as well.
Yeah, it's good to see you again, mate. As I say, it's they work you hard at that day job, mate. So it's good to get a chat with you whenever I can. I'm all good, mate. I woke up this morning, I felt a wee bit, sluggish, I thought I was going to start to feel under the weather, to be honest with you. But as the days slightly progressed, I've kind of felt better, and I feel even better now, the fact that I'm on doing this. So
that's just because you're talking to me, mate. I've got that thing about me.
You've got that that wee aura about you, mate.
Thanks, mate. I appreciate that. Thank you.
It seems to. I mean, I'm at that point now where I've even had a shave and everything because I knew I was coming on to talk to you tonight.
No, that's what I need. I need a shave. Look at Matt. See, my mom's going to watch this and go, Ryan, you need to get a shave. I know. Apologises. But no, mate, I know what you mean, mate. A lot of people have been getting under weather, to be fair, recently. So, as a change of weather now, and getting into the springtime, so the weather will be getting a bit better, hopefully, and we can start getting the washings out. Adult life, mate, they start getting the washings out now, so 7:30 in the morning, we're running about to go and get the washings out.
I'm usually a bit off in the morning, mate. I'm running about doing something else.
Aye, well, it's not a half-7 show, is it?
No, it's not a half-7 show, mate. No. I nearly took care of the slot of Full and Fern, actually, at one point, man, with my morning show. But no, I gave that in and took on this, so it was all good in the end. But yes, folks, welcome along. For everyone who is joining us this evening, I hope you're all very, very well. As you all know, folks, we put out a wee announcement earlier on this evening. The Unrestricted View is doing a bonus ball for a chance for our supporters to win a signed jersey by the man himself, Mr. Chris Sutton. Now, the jersey was donated to us very kindly by our good man, Mr. I'll take that banner away for you, Mr. John Mullaney. And John donated it to us for us to obviously do a bonus ball with, to give a fan on here a chance to win this jersey. So if anyone would like to do so, please get in contact with us. I do have, I'll bring myself back on to the screen. There we go. I do have a pad and I do have all the numbers lined up. And as you can see, folks, we've got a bit lucky already. Feel as if I'm in still game here, Ryan. Lucky.
Lucky.
That's lucky, that's lucky. Already, earlier on, Anjem, who's one of the regular commenters from the YouTube, got in contact with us, and Anjem purchased ball number 24, 57, and 93. So all those numbers are gone. Ball 24, 57, and 93 are no longer available, folks. Now, I did have it running along the running bar. I put it back on. As you can all see, the bonus ball is £2 if you want to join in and want to buy a chance to win this jersey. As I said, it was donated by John Mullaney at MCM Framing Servicing and Hoops Memorabilia. So please get in contact with us, folks, if you want to kindly donate to win the jersey. You can do, and that's the details there. It's Ryan Clifford 9 at aol.co.uk. That is our PayPal that we are using if you would like to transfer the money. Now, please, folks, I must ask, if you're going to transfer us the money, we are not mind readers. I know we're really good, right? We are very, very good at what we do, but we're not mind readers. And because Big McCourt isn't here at the moment and he's on holiday, we don't have the Yuri Geller players. Because the big man's in Tenerife now, bending spoons with his mind at the moment, and some Italian restaurant with his missus. But we don't have those kind of players at the moment. So if anybody wishes to do it, please do not transfer money and then not notify us what it's for. Saying that, if you want to transfer his money, I mean, listen, that would be unbelievable.
If you want to give his money out to the night out Christmas, far away, you can give a wee shout, but that's fine by us.
But please do not transfer money if you are wishing to take part. Please transfer the money. And,
even if anybody's also on TikTok, you can deal with a TikTok page. So if you want to message on TikTok or the Facebook page, myself and JP can see that as well. So,
Thomas, good man. So if you want to transfer that over, Ryan will let me know. And we'll get them marked in tonight. We'll do it once we come off here. I'll mark that in. Steph, good to see you, pal. Steph says I will PM you. I don't know if that means myself or you, Ryan. But Prophet, can you launder 60k for me? This is a family show, mate. You need to behave yourself.
We don't deal with launder money or dodgy sticks or anything like that.
We don't even deal with dodgy fire sticks. Although we do know through Mr. John Clifford, who's a commenter, we do know that he knows someone who's, who can put you in touch with a guy that knows a guy that's pals with somebody's budgie. One of the ones.
The sort of guy can get you 30 quid for 20 quid.
Aye. The kind of guy goes on holiday with €200 and comes back with 9.
Alan.
Like Alan. €900 and 2 Celtic tops. Tied to his waist. Big JP getting rid of his bum fluff. I didn't, mate. I actually just put some milk on it and let the cat like it offered me. So, it took a wee while, right enough, because there was quite a lot there, but...
Is that black?
I was asked today, was it pasteurised? I says, no, it was only up to my chin. But,
Jesus Christ.
I know, I'm on one a night, mate. I'm on one a night. But, it's all right, you'll get there. Big Barry, hail, boys. Hail, Barry. Cheers for tuning in, mate. There is loads of comments coming in, folks. Chris Murray as well. Evening, everyone. Hail. Good evening. John Mullaney joining us also. He says, good evening, lads. And then John goes on to rub it in a wee bit. And he says he's just packing his bags to head over to Tanya Beef on Friday. I'll get Big Alan a new guy membership. Now, John, there's more chance of him getting you signed up than the other way about. He's there now, mate. He's got shares in it now.
John, can I give you flyers for the 10:30 show, mate? How's that? Can that be dealt with? Because I've lost a few subs the last few days because I've put the prices up, mate. So,
Ryan, I think he's talking about you, mate. The prophet says, bigger beard than my bird.
I don't know what to say to that.
To be fair, that's a shame. That really is. Every time I hear somebody referring to a female with stubble, I just keep thinking of the movie The Greatest Showman. And
bear in mind that I can't say what I want to say. It's a family show.
No. That's why I just referred to it as a third party there. I never took it any further, to be honest. Thomas Hand, if you can let us know if you've done that, and Ryan will check once we're finished. And as I said, mate, 7, 9, and 11 will be yours. And anyone else want to get involved, please get in touch with us about the bonus ball. We will continue to run it until the numbers are all full. But what we can't do, folks, is we can't put somebody's name against a ball if we've not received your £2. So that would be unfair in case someone else is looking for it. So what I will say, no money, no balls. I've been dying to say that all day, right? I've had that one up my sleeve all day, mate. So it's Brian McGarry joining us also. He said, good evening, boys and girls. Hail. Good evening, Brian. I hope you're well, pal. JP, do you write the Christmas cracker jokes? I don't, mate. No, they get done for me, unfortunately. That's the only part of this show that is scripted. Someone's got to write my jokes because I'm at that age now, mate. I don't actually remember how to tell them anymore. So, unfortunately for me. But, right, let's get down to business. What a tune that is. Let's get down to business. Love that song. The banner at the start was, will Brendan change our forward line and does Kyogo have to come back in? Ryan, take it away, sir.
I would say yes, mate. I've just received money there for Thomas. Thanks, mate. Just popped up. Thanks, mate.
Amazing.
I would say yes, because he's our best striker, JP. And I know we've had no just me personally, but a few Celtic fans have said recently like maybe he's been no informed. Does he deserve to start and stuff like that? But I think now we've just got to put the best team that we can on the park now. So for me, he's got to start now. Don't get me wrong, I've not been, again, maybe I'm been between the lines and maybe that's just the way he is, but I've not really been impressed with his attitude recently when he's been warming up and coming on. And again, listen, look, I've been there myself sometimes.
Who we talk about here, Kyogo or Brendan?
Kyogo, aye.
Oh, we talk about me, man. Okay.
Like I said, I've been there myself sometimes, on the bench for weeks and maybe not getting on a lot. And yeah. Listen, it is hard to, as much as you want your teammates to do well and stuff, but you're not playing it, it's hard to be upbeat and then getting 10 minutes here and there and no starting when you feel you should be starting. So I get maybe why he's been feeling like that, but you're playing with Celtic and you're not guaranteed to play week in, week out. And Big Adam's done well when he's come in. He's done okay. In my opinion, I think he's got to do a bit better. But end of the season, we'll see how he goes and we'll go for there. But for me, to answer the question is, mate, and the topic of the night, I think yes. The more he plays, the more he'll get back into the swing of things. And I think we spoke about it all night with Baz, and last week, me and you and Alan, before we went away. We've got to just play what the best team is now, ideally, if they're fully fit. But on that question, mate, I think I'd probably say you'll probably say yes as well, but maybe you won't, but I'd probably say you will, because if he's firing in all cylinders, then you've got a bigger chance at winning the league. He's our best striker, he's got the best movement out of two of them. Even Big O, he's not really been seen either, so I would say he's probably a stick on, mate, in my opinion, to start on Saturday.
Yes, I think it's imperative, mate, that we try and get our main talisman back amongst the first 11. I find it bizarre, Ryan, that he's been on the bench recently. And I understand Biggie does done well, you know, and he's affected nearly every game he's played in so far for us, some way or another. But Kyogo's got to come back into the team. I think you're looking at trying to win a league, mate, and I think it's imperative that he's a goal scorer, and he showed that again on Sunday. Wasn't on the pitch a long time, but he took his goal very, very well, mate. A lot of boys who have been dropped through the years, mate, have showed a lot of nervousness when they do get back into the team. And hail from us to yourself, pal, as well. What a name that is. I wonder, pal. I think that's how you pronounce that. Is it Equinder? Equinder, pal. Hail from Lisbon, everyone. Best wishes to all the Celtic fans. Best wishes to yourself as well. Yeah, I think that it's imperative we get Kyogo back in the team, Ryan. For himself as well. You know, because I think he'll be feeling the pinch a wee bit of no being there. And I think most of his... I know you've picked up on his moods and stuff and the way he is and his mannerism. I think that's just down to frustration, Ryan. I plainly put that down to frustration and, you know, the way he's playing at the moment. Not just him, the way the team's playing. Maybe there's games he's getting lack of service. But when you're chasing a title, Ryan, and, you know, people are going to say, you know, he's a passenger, he's this, he's that. I think when you're chasing a title, Ryan, I think it's imperative, mate, that he scores goals, mate. He can score goals out of nothing. You seen it look at the Rangers game.
Mm-hmm.
No. He's got that quality, mate. And that's what, for me, mate, I know Edward's your go-to guy there, but for me, since Henrik, mate, he's got everything about him. And for me, I think this season he got a couple of goals in the Champions League as well. So for me, people are going, can he score at that level? Can he? I think that's out the window now, mate. I think he showed this season he's able to score in the Champions League as well. He scored in the Europa League as well under Big Ange, and so for me, it's not about the level he's playing at. You know, it's about how good he is. And I think if he stays and he stays for a number of years to come, I think he's going to go down as one of the best and ever, mate. And I think he's got a way and an inroad there to make his name in a sort of stance as Nakamura's at Celtic.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I think he's loved, Ryan. Every time he comes on the park, mate, the stands go mental. Absolutely mental. Everybody, you know what it's like yourself, mate. When you see him warming up, if he's on the bench and he's coming on, everybody stands up and applauds him, Ryan, coming on the park, because you know he's the main man up front. And what I like about Kyogo, Ryan, because not in stature, but just his sheer being on the pitch, that presence puts people off. And John Mulaney there says his shoulder's hanging on by a thread. I do think a lot of his performances this season, Ryan, and I've spoke to yourself off of here, and I've spoke to Barry Bannon, I've spoke to a few other guys. I think a lot of his performances, mate, are down to the fact that he's been carrying this injury for some time now. I think if he was to go over the summer and get his shoulder attended to, have whatever it is he needs to have in terms of his operation and stuff, I think he comes back a different player in the summer, mate.
I can't remember exactly when this injury came out about his shoulder, but I'm sure there was talk in the summer or just after the summer about him getting. And I was like, I think I said to you and other guys that we speak to, I'd rather get done than now and then recover and then go for there. Having to wait to potentially maybe get injured, and maybe teams know about that now. Ideally, the best to get done as soon as possible, but when is the best time to do it when you try to win trophies? I don't know, but I think the argument about the best is Larson and stuff like that, people are always going to have their opinions about it. Maybe say Dembele, some people might say Hooper, Griffiths, people say Kyogo. For me, I think Kyogo's still not there yet in terms of certain aspects. I think for me, Edouard just has everything in his game. He can dribble, he can hold it up, he can score goals, he can cross. I think for me, Edouard has everything in his game. He's done okay at Crystal Palace. I thought he'd done a lot better. Again, some guys, like a guy who I've idolised up here, Gary Hooper, I think he left a bit earlier than he should have. Hooper could have been an absolute legend here if he stayed, because he scored at least 25 goals a season just about every year. Champions League goals, some of the goals he scored in Europe were phenomenal. So we've always had at least one good phenomenal striker. Normally we've always had two though. Like you said, we've had two per Stokes, you had Griffiths, you had Dembele, Edouard. You always had two, maybe at a time that you could chop and change. At the moment, I know Big Adam, he has done okay. He's not as close to Kyogo, and I still feel that there's a gap in quality there. But they're different players. And the one thing I think we have not done this season, really, to him or Big Ida, even though when he's played, we've not played to our strengths. We've not had our wingers haven't been on form, or they've not been good enough at this parts of the season to play to their strengths. I've always said it was the same when Jackie Marcus was here. There was no point in playing Jackie Marcus up front if the wingers weren't going to get the ball in the box. If the wingers or the midfielder weren't going to play the ball up to him, for him to hold it up to then get the ball up and then play, because Jackie Marcus could do that. It's the same as Kyogo. If you're not going to get the ball through to Kyogo down the channels or in the box to sniff out a goal, he's not going to score goals, because he's not the sort of player. He's not the sort of player like an Edouard who could maybe get the ball himself, go and dribble and make a chance for himself. Kyogo can do that, but there's more chance of him if you give him the ball through or you hit it in the box. He's one or two touch, boom. So he's more clinical, in my opinion. If you play the ball to him, he'll score 9 times out of 10. But you've got to play to his strengths, and I don't feel this season we've done that, and that's been a detriment to him himself. I know he's not been on form, but I just feel that we need the best players on the park as we can, mate. And if it means that we change to a 2 up front, if it means we go to 1 up front, then at Ibrox, he's got a decision to make. I know we've still got St Johnstone to play first, but at Ibrox, he's got a decision who he plays. Does he go behind his strength with the big man, or does he go the wee man, the tried and tested at Ibrox? He's got a decision, because for me, I can see why people would mention Big Adam, because he's strong and he's physical, and I think he would give Golson and Suter are definitely a challenge. Because for me, I think Connor Golson, he's shown now. I know he's getting older, but he's not great. He's definitely know what they think he is. John Suter, he's no great. He's decent. I thought at Hearts he was very good, but like I say, this is why sometimes I know Lewis Ferguson's went to Bologna and he's done amazing, brilliant. By the way, what a career that boy will have. But like I say, JP, nobody can sit here and say he would have done that for Celtic or he'd have went to Rangers done that. The future's the biggest thing you can't tell, but we've seen guys maybe potentially potentially rumored to sign guys for Scotland, i.e. Aberdeen players, etc. But John Shooter's an example where he was a standout at Hearts. With the Rangers, and he's been okay, but he's not been the sort of player that was at Hearts. So sometimes I think it's a level as well you get to, and just look at Mikey Johnston. At Celtic, sometimes he's far to receive, maybe it's the pressure, goes to West Brom, the shackles are off, there's no pressure playing with Celtic, and now he's scoring goals. But it just shows you sometimes, depending where you play, JP, it could be pressure, it could be, I don't know, nerves, who knows what it could be. But on Kyogo, I agree with you, mate, that he's got to start. It might be a bit harsh on Big. Some people might think it's harsh on Adam. I don't think it is. I don't think he's been brilliant. He's been okay. He's filled the void of not having a second striker, really, because Big O, for me, I would sell in the summer, personally. Don't know
Do you think there's a way to play them both, Ryan, in terms of either?
I think there is, but you'd probably need to sacrifice a midfielder, wouldn't you? And who do you sacrifice? Do you sacrifice O'Reilly, or do you sacrifice Hatate in his back, McGregor? Who do you sacrifice? Or do you sacrifice a winger? And do you play a 10? Do you just play a flat 3 in the middle? Do you play a 10 and then 2 up top? You can maybe do that, but then who do you play at the back? So there you go, mate. That's a wee topic you could start with.
Yeah. I think if you look at the midfield, the one that I would say, this is just early doors just now, because I think he's performed very well for he's come into the team again. But the one I would say would get away with not playing most games at the moment, if we wanted to try getting the two of them into the team, either in Kyogo, would be Wata. You could still play with, like, you could still make it as a controller, and then have like a kind of floater as well, where you're either Ida drop him into the 10 or Kyogo drop him into the 10, which I thought Kyogo was very good at when we played St Mirren away from home. I was really impressed with him dropping in. Listen, Kyogo's very good on the ball, Ryan. So, and he wasn't a direct out-and-out striker for Wisla Kobe before we signed him. He was a forward, but a lot of his play was linking with Iniesta.
Yep.
What an experience that must have been for Kyogo to have had that sort of education even before signing with us. You could have like a floater going between the 7.5 to the 10, and then you could either push the fullback higher as well. Not too high, because when you've not got the ball, you need to be kind of compact so that he's sitting in. Again, on Sunday, I felt as if when we pressed, we forgot to balance it so that we weren't all pressing at the same time. Because when we all pressed at the same time, there was a ball in behind every time. When you press like that and it's kamikaze, that's how you concede goals that we conceded against Livingston on Sunday. Whereas when Carter Vickers seems to play, he only allows 2 of them to sort of go to the advance stage. 1 6, 1 covers in, so that it's usually Greg Taylor, because he's very comfortable with the ball inside when he comes in the pitch. So I think there's versatility there. You could change it. You could bring Ida into the team. Big Ida can drop in and get the ball as well. Again, I think he's got a lovely first touch. We spoke about this as well. His touch is unbelievable for a guy's size. There is definitely options there, mate. But somehow Brendan needs to find a way to get Kyogo into the team, because if he doesn't, then I think we could, we're going to struggle to score the goals. But if we keep playing the way we're playing defensively and keep going that kind of kamikaze way, we're going to leak goals, mate. We're going to concede goals, and that could come back to bite us as well when it comes to the league title, because we need to try and stifle, the goal leaking at the moment. Even if you need to go tactical about it, and you just don't allow any of them to go forward and they just stay. So when you're attacking, they'll just sit in position rather than them moving forward and let the midfield, because I think our midfield's good enough to do the legwork there in order to carry that to the mid to the final third. I suppose it's one of those ones, mate. There is options to do it, but somehow for me, mate, it's imperative that Brendan Rodgers finds a way to get Kyogo into the team.
Aye, he's got to play him, JP. He's got to find a way that he feels it's going to get the best of him. I just feel that if after, well, obviously deal with St Johnstone first at home. Hopefully we get the 3 points. I'd like to think we will. Whoever you play, then you've got to fuel international break, and then obviously you've got Livingston, then they're across the water, so in the derby game. So again, Livy will be hard away from home. I hate the park. I absolutely hate Astro. I probably hate it because that's one reason why I done my neighbours at Astro. So I've got a big hate against Astro, but just in general, it's horrible to play on it. It looks horrible when you look at it. When you look at it on the TV, when you go to Livingston, I think I was there last year. It just doesn't look like a Premier League top game. It just, excuse my French, just looks shit. It just doesn't look good. And I can see why sometimes people complain about Scottish football on the product it, because let's be fair, if Man City are playing Liverpool and Celtic are playing Livingston, do you really want to watch that on that park? No, really. So,
yeah.
But your full focus, I know it will be on Livingston, but it will be on the derby game. And if we can I just hope O'Reilly gets back to form. If McGregor's fit, which looks like he could be, if he is fit, obviously we spoke to Baz on Monday and he says there's a potential maybe for the one-off game he could maybe play, or maybe he could maybe get 90 minutes against maybe pick and choose and manage his games. Then if we can get O'Reilly, Hatate, McGregor fit for Ibrox, I think you'll see a different Celtic team. I think you'll see a total different Kyogo if he's playing, because Hatate will give him the ball, O'Reilly can go forward, and it kind of lets McGregor just really do what he wants, really, because like I says, I will always say, fully fit Cam McGregor against anybody, maybe not your bigger teams and maybe your Barcelona, etc. It's a different kettle of fish, but in Scotland, especially against them across the water, Rangers, if McGregor turns up and McGregor plays well, Celtic play well. Celtic win the game, in my opinion. I just feel Celtic, when McGregor plays well, different animal. Similar when Scott Brown played well. I always say, when Scott Brown turned up and won that midfield battle, Celtic were a different team. Celtic were the team that always went top, and I think McGregor's key to what we do. I know I can see what a lot of people do think Hatate's probably the best kind of Celtic, but for me, McGregor's brilliant. I think when he's on form, JP, he's very, very selfish as well. He does a lot of things that you don't see off the ball. If you look at him, you see what he does. So I think that's the biggest thing, is if they get them fit. And Vickers, I know he was saying that he could be fit for St Johnstone. Brendan, I'm only talking from my view. If you're listening, I would just bench him. I know I'm not a fan of Scales or Welsh. I'd like to think maybe Blagielka might get a game on Saturday and might get some minutes, because I think he deserves it now. I think the guys who are playing him, he's personally on form. But I think there's no need to risk Vickers at Celtic Park against St Johnstone. We should have enough to go. Again, that's no disrespect to Johnstone, but even with Welsh and Scales or Blagielka, we should be fine to go and beat St Johnstone. So don't really feel on that, mate. But I think Carter Vickers, you want McGregor back, you want Hatate back, but I think Vickers is probably the guy that we need back more than anybody else, because of how light we are defensively. And
well, I think John's question here, Ryan, John's question to me here just sticks to what you're saying there. So he's saying, lads, do you think that this international break will give us a chance, or will it kill us? Now, for me, Ryan, I'll let you in a second about this. I think for me, this international break is going to be very beneficial for us, because you're looking at these players, like you mentioned, Callum McGregor, Rio Hatate, and Cameron Carter-Vickers, are all going to be fit and available to play again after this. And after the break, we go to the Big House, as it's called. And for me, that game will be vital to have those lads back in the team. It'll also be a big fear factor for those over there as well, because you look at that and you see Hatate coming back. Now, what kind of state Hatate's going to be in will be a different kettle of fish. McGregor's not missed a lot of football, so he's probably not going to be that far up in terms of he's going to be miles off it, or same with Cameron Carter-Vickers. So I think these guys will be pretty fit, and they will, after the international break, to answer your question, John, I do think that will be very beneficial for us moving forward.
I think it will be beneficial. Again, it gives I don't know if it's 10 days or 2 weeks, I think, roughly, break. So it gives you, they'll probably go away maybe with their families for a few days, get some sun in their back, go and kind of reflect on the season so far. I'd probably imagine before they go, Brendan will, depending on the result on Saturday, Brendan will probably give them a wee talk before they go away and give them some lasting thoughts. But I think it will be a good chance to get players fit again, get players thinking again. Listen, right, we've got our last few games to go, give everything. Obviously, in terms of Livingston as well, again, whether or not you would play Hatate, Vickers and McGregor against Livingston on that park is another question. Maybe on the bench just in case, but I think now is a time where we need to manage the squad as much as we want the guys on the park. We don't want them to play 90 minutes and then they can't play the rest of the season. So, especially if it's McGregor, his Achilles, that's a dodgy one. He's got to watch what he's doing with that. I'm not talking through experience. I'm just talking about, I just know guys that have done it. And once you do your Achilles, you've got to really take care of the rehab and do it properly. So I know it says in his scan there wasn't much there. So maybe it's just a strain Achilles. I don't know if you get a strain Achilles. Maybe it's just bruising. Who knows what it is? But I would definitely need to manage these guys now. If it means putting them on the bench and then playing the last half an hour, the last 15 minutes to get minutes before the game at Ibrox, because I know the next game is always important, and then so is Livingston. But we all know that it'll be in the front of a lot of people's minds. And obviously the defensive side, I don't know where the quote was took from, but I seen a transcript when it was true or no, but it was for Lagerbielke, and he was saying that he's feeling stronger, he's feeling fitter. It's the best shape he's ever been in his life. He loves Glasgow, he loves Celtic. He's just obviously unfortunate at the moment that he's not playing. So I think, so for me, if he's fully fit and he's ready to maybe go and prove a point to Celtic and the manager, then for me, I think I personally feel Lagerbielke should be playing on Saturday, in my opinion. I think he's deserved to get his chance because, like I said, the two guys in front of him, they know they're playing well. The last two games, they've not done well. I know they might have won the games, but like you've just mentioned, JP, if we keep conceding, I think Baz mentioned on night as well, we haven't scored 3 and 4 goals to win games, and that can't keep happening, because if you're conceding 2 and 3 goals a game, it's not good for you. It's not good for the team going forward. And can we afford to rest? I think it's a case of Maestro, we need to rest him. Personally, I don't think
he's been rested right now. I genuinely think he's broke down again with injury.
I just think you've got to manage him. If it means he's got to play on the bench, get 15 minutes or half an hour, and then go and rest up for the international break. Again, Livy, maybe put him on the bench, put him on, and then at Ibrox, he's fully fit. I'd rather he was fully fit for Ibrox than Livingston and St Johnstone. I know every game's important, I get that, but I'd rather. I don't want to say that I'd be fearful going to Ibrox, but I'd be less optimistic with Stephen Welsh and Liam Scales at Ibrox than I would be Vickers in between one or two of them. I know Liam Scales done well with Lagerbielke at Ibrox, but like I say, I know people might think I'm too harsh or whatever, but just for me, the standards at Celtic and Liam Scales at the moment, it's not hitting these standards. I know there was talk about him, again, it's in the press, about maybe potentially getting a new deal. I did say a few months ago that he maybe deserves a new deal. No, I don't know. Because if that's... if he's going to be a squad player, which I think he would be, how much money are you going to give a guy a long-term deal for a squad? Is it if he gets a 4 or 5 year deal, then you've got to question what's happening ambition-wise, in my opinion, because we should be good and buying better name skills. But I can see why there's maybe talking about a new deal, but a lot of people are going to question ambition in the club. Why are we signing a new deal? I'm not going to get somebody else in. So, like I say, Jeb, it's all about opinions. But in terms of what you said there, I think it will be a big factor in helping us to win the league. Be getting this break because again McGregor's not there with Scotland either, so it gives him a few weeks for it to get recovered, and they'll probably be for a few days. Might get some sun back and hopefully come back fully refreshed.
Yeah, it seems to be the thing, you know, that people are just going away to get some sun in their back and mean you're stuck here, wee man.
Well, I call it a prophet. I'm Mr. Keevans. I'll tell you what, I don't eat cold beans a prophet, so no chance of that.
No. Thought the cold beans. There's another guy in the comments actually tonight. It's partial to a wee tin of cold beans himself. Mr. Plunge McNugget. He's apparently he sits with Hugh Keevans and Mark McGee. They all sit in a cupboard and turn the heating off apparently and just sit with their cardigans on eating their cold beans.
Aye. Turn the lights off, I'll heat the beans up. I'll heat them up.
They take shots each. They're taking board games with them every week. So 1 week it's frustration, next week it's Scrabble, the next week it's Monopoly.
Quite a good point for Ian there. Ian, I know what you're saying. I did say the other night that I've said to JP as well, I don't know if he went to...
Has Brendan actually fought with people?
No, I don't know. But obviously we don't know behind the scenes, but I don't know, Ian, that if he's maybe went to question the manager, listen, why am I not playing? I should be playing. And for me, there's something happened behind the scenes because for me, Bielka, he's no rank rotten. He's no somebody that has played and went, I went, whoa, we paid that money for his guy. Wow, we'll get him on the bench. Put it this way, see if we paid £3.5 million, £4 million for Liam Scales and Stephen Welsh, we'd be asking him to get the team. So, do you know what I mean? So, I think Bielka should be getting game time as it stands, but I'm not a manager. I'm not to pay the big buck to make decisions. I'm just a fan. I think that guys should play or no play. But I don't know what you feel, JP. But I think I do feel from. But listen, we don't know why. We don't know why he's not playing. It could be actually we don't know. But he seems that he says he's fit and ready to go. So hopefully he'll get game time to be able to prove to. Like I said, well, we can't see. We can't say that, well, we can't judge him fully and say he's good enough or he's no, because he's not had a lot of game time to continually prove he's wrong or prove he's right. So, like I say, mate, that's why the manager gets paid a big buck to decide who plays.
Yeah, that's it, and that's why we keep getting compliments the way we do, mate. Another wee one for Jai there. He says, Defo got a sense of humour, the both of yous. And he says in another comment that's why he digs this channel. It's a bit like Jack Fistall game. I can dig that.
That's quite good.
That's actually quite good. That, aye.
No,
what would that be next week if I hold you that? Thank you very much, Jai.
Probably next week.
You cannot sit and do something like this and take yourself too seriously. You really can't. And if you can't have a laugh at yourself, Jai, then for me, you're no hope. I don't think.
Imagine us doing this half cut. Oh, talk about the sense of humour. Oh, Jesus. Oh. We'd be switched off, man.
Sitting with the ordinary people. For anyone who wonders what that comment's from, it's a wee joke that happened in Sheffield. Myself and Ryan were down visiting a good man, Barry Barron. And Baz got us some fantastic tickets in one of the director's boxes at Hillsborough, and so he goes in, and this wee French lady's looking after us. So she asks where we're from, because obviously she's heard the accents. So Ryan says, we're from Glasgow in Scotland. Oh, right, okay, lovely. She says, I've stayed over here in Sheffield for 24 years, wasn't it, Ryan? She met her husband. Her husband was from Sheffield. And so that's fine. So she asks us, do we want a drink and stuff like that? So we've got our wee drink sorted and our wee pre-match bag of crisps, as it was on offer at the time, which was lovely. Wee packet of Quavers. Don't mind if I do. And so I goes outside, and at Hillsborough, in the director's boxes, you've got these big sliding doors, these big patio doors that you've got to open to get out your box and into the stadium. So I goes to slide the door open, and I goes outside, and I'm going to start to take pictures. So I goes down a couple of steps, and she keeps running after me like I'd done something wrong. And she went, "Oh, what are you doing? What are you doing?" I says, "I'm just taking a couple of pictures. Why?" She says, "Don't go down those stairs." So Ryan's looking at me and he's like, "Don't go down these stairs." Now, bearing in mind, me and him have had a couple of refreshments prior to the game. So we'll get a wee bit of a charge in us, both of us. And he's like, "Don't go down these stairs." And I've turned around and I've said to her, "Why have I not to go down she was meaning like down into where the kind of the majority of the fans sit. Obviously we're segregated a wee bit. There's like a kind of barrier and a wall drops down from us and we're up kind of higher above everybody in the stadium. So you're kind of right up at the back of the stadium, folks, right? So she says, "Don't get down there." I says, No, it's okay. I said, "I'm going to take some pictures." "Yeah, but just don't go down those stairs." And I says, "What happens down those stairs?" I swear to God, her answer will go to my grave with me. It was the most iconic moment in the world. She turned around and she went, "Don't go down those stairs. That's for the ordinary people." Now, as you can imagine, Ryan's reaction at the moment, right? I thought I was going to need an ambulance. Honestly, folks. It was one of those ones that was like, what the hell is she just says?
I don't think she
And
understood.
I looked at Ryan and he looked at me and we looked at each other going, ordinary people?
Does she not understand the way for East End of
She
Glasgow?
doesn't understand that we're from the East End of Glasgow.
I shot Muddlehead.
Couple of daft podcasters down to visit Barry Bannon. Honestly, it was
brilliant, man.
That was unbelievable.
Oh, it was amazing.
It was one of the best. It was one of the best things I've ever heard coming out of somebody's mouth, and it was also one of the best weekends we've had, Ryan, isn't it?
Oh, brilliant! And like I said, I still like to say thank you to the hospitality for I can't remember her name, but she was lovely, and that was
she was really amazing. Absolutely,
it was a really funny moment, but it was really funny. Ordinary people, but no, like I said, that was brilliant. The hospitality and everything to go up, mate. So, again,
so that's where that wee comment came from. There,
it was really funny.
No, that was sensational. To look at her, she said it so innocently as well, as if it was nothing. But
Brian, I'll take that as a compliment. I am special.
Yeah, well, it depends on how you define special, Brian. To be honest with you,
no, it's a family show. Remember, keep back. You can, Brian. If you join the 10:30 show, I'll give you a special episode at 10:30 if you're into that, big man.
I was at special that my mammy used to lick kitchen roll and try and wash my face when I was 18, by the way.
Oh, Jesus, man. Right, come here, son. Here, son. Get it off you.
Honestly.
Oh, brilliant.
Honestly. Yeah. Honestly, it's sensational. That's how no, there was loads of moments like that.
Back to the football.
Couldn't go to the carnival if my hair wasn't wet enough.
Honestly, man, see me back today, man.
I wasn't allowed to go to the Edinburgh Carnival this year because my hair wasn't wet enough.
Talking about hair, honestly, I know I'm need to go to Turkey soon with my hair, but I never went to school, mate, if I thought of a gym my hair.
You'll come back with a smile like Kyogo's if you go to Turkey, me man.
I'll come back with 10 tats for Aaron.
He's went to the same dentist as Methadone Mick, hasn't
he? But what were we talking about? Aye, Carter Vickers. Aye.
I can't believe he's got the same teeth as Tom Boyd.
Oh, I know. I know.
You two have got the same dentist. Maybe they actually go to Jim Craig's dentist. I'm going to give you, if you play for Celtic, you need to smile like a Celtic player.
What do you think about what Ian was saying there about, no, was it Ian? Aye, about the Lagerberger thing. What's your take on that?
In terms of falling out with Brendan?
No, just in general.
Yeah, like I say, I don't know what the situation there is, Ryan. It seems to me, and I'm trying to use my coach's seed and my manager's seed with this one in terms of the way to look at Lagerbielke. I don't think Brendan fancies him, mate. I don't think he likes him. I don't think he's fell out with him, because you see the videos and you can see quite clearly that Lagerbielke trains very well. He puts a lot of effort and heart and soul into what he's doing. But I just don't think he's Brendan's cup of tea. When we were on the other night with Barry Bannon, and I says to you then, I just think, for me personally, he's just too pedestrian. Now, I know we've got the same issue with Stephen Welsh, but I think Liam Scales is a lot better when he plays beside Cameron Carter-Vickers. He seems to play at a lot more of a pace, a more tempo. But in terms of Lagerbielke, mate, I just don't think he likes him. I don't think he fancies him at all. I think he would play Nerotski before playing him.
Mm-hmm.
But I also think Nerotski's had his issues this season as well in terms of his injuries and, what's going on with him. So, but in terms of Lagerbielke, mate, I just don't think he's Brendan's cup of tea. And for me, it's on the recruitment team, mate, because they've sanctioned that deal to happen and for Celtic to pay that money to do that for him. Good evening, Webby. How are you, mate?
Evening, Webby.
Well, pal. Hope you've not got Big Alan locked up in a cupboard there, big man. Webby's sports roundup, folks. This is the guy we were chatting about before. He's over in Tenerife, and he's got his own podcast over there. And I think he's going to get Big Alan on to have a chat with him while Big Alan's over in Tenerife. If he lets Big Alan out that cupboard, because we've not heard from Big Alan for a wee while, mate, so we're getting a bit worried. Still waiting for the Barry Bannon video. Webby, I'll send him a message for you, pal, and I'll ask him will he do a wee video for you, and we'll get that sent over to you ASAP. I'll send him a message once we come off tonight, and see if Baz can get that done for you, pal. Okay. So Ryan, no, to be honest with you, mate, I just don't think he's Brendan's cup of tea, in all honesty, mate. I think he's surplus to requirements for this manager. Who knows, mate? Maybe an injury-ridden spell is going to, I don't know why you done that, baby, because Big Alan will like that, mate, to be honest with you. He'll like the fact that you've done that, mate. He'll hope it's not a skeleton key and anybody can open the door. He will want to stay hidden. But no, I think he's going to be surplus to requirements. You only get to see him, Ryan, if there's an injury to the team, mate.
That is the way it's looking. But like I say, we've paid money for him, so a lot of people see if he doesn't really play anything, any games the rest of the season, you'll see some fans saying he's a flop and stuff, and I'm like,
I think the only way he's going to get a shift, John, to be honest with you, he's going to be in Big Quan Subway.
Aye.
That's maybe he's going to need to get a part-time job, mate. Keep yourself busy. Or David Stan Petrov doesn't get a job in a snack bar.
Aye. In terms of, I don't think, even if Lagerbielke doesn't play any more games in the end of the season, he goes, or he goes on loan, he goes away. Fans can't really say he's a flop. You can maybe say he's a flop in terms of the transfer, but in terms of ability-wise and stuff, you can't really say that the guy wasn't good enough, or he was a flop, or he was, because he's not enough time to show people. I think he's only played, 5 or 6 games or something, roughly. And you can't judge anybody on that. Even if somebody has 5 games, which is fantastic, you can't then go and say that he had 5 brilliant games for Celtic, because it's only 5 games. You can't then say, oh, he was a brilliant player. You've got to always, in my opinion, you can only judge a guy at a period of time. You've got a lot of guys who'll say, oh, Mikey Johnston doing well now, getting back to Celtic. But we've seen Mikey Johnston in the years, and he's far to deceive. He's not able to cope with it every week. So there's a reason.
Absolutely flying at West Brom.
It just shows you where certain players But certain teams, certain systems, certain managers, and they go elsewhere and it works. Maybe he's went to Celtic, the shackles have come off, and he's went, right, now I can go and play my football.
Mm-hmm.
Who knows? Maybe it's just been up here with Celtic. Who knows, mate? I'm not Mikey Johnston, and I totally say that the guy's got a load of ability to come through the academy at Celtic and still be even about the first team and still playing. He's obviously got a load of ability. Brendan says he's got ability. Neil Lennon played him. Ange kind of played him, then he's put him on loan. So he's obviously got ability, but we know he's got, maybe there's other, you can have ability in yourself, JP. You can have all about the world, but if you've not got things up there, behind the scenes, etc., to play at the top level, sometimes it just doesn't happen for you. Ability is one thing, but you need to have a lot of other things. You need to handle the pressure. You need to handle the outside. You need to handle outside noise and other things and the media. There's loads of things at a club at Celtic you need to handle to be a player. And just whatever reason, unlucky for Mike, it's just not happened. I can't see him coming back to play with Celtic. I think if he came back next year to Celtic after having 2 loan spells, then in my opinion, again, you've got to question what's happening at the club, because he's obviously not going to play. He's not going to play. I think for him, he's better off just going away to Brest Brom, maybe Celtic get a few million for him, go and enjoy his career, go and develop elsewhere, because West Brom's still a good level. I've seen people on Twitter slaughtering a division. You're thinking, just because a guy's playing well at a different league doesn't mean the level's not good enough. The Championship's probably the most competitive league, at least anyway, one of them in the world.
Well, it's certainly better. It's a better platform.
Of course it is.
And better product than what our league is. That's for sure.
Take away Celtic and name across the water Rangers, right? Who really wants to watch Scottish football at the moment? If you take away they two, let's be fair. It's compared to the Championship. Every team, the top or the bottom, can beat everybody. Sheffield Wednesday, Baz's team, they could beat Ipswich, I think, Saturday.
Yeah, he is, Maestro. He's playing. He's scored a barrel of goals as well for him.
If teams like Plymouth, they can go to Leicester and win. Top teams can beat bottom teams in that league. Middle teams can beat the top. It's a mental league, and they play a lot of games, and it is actually a good league to watch. I've actually, obviously, through Baz, I've actually watched a lot of it now, and there's some quality players in that division. There's guys that have played in the Premier League, come down, and you can see their standouts. What's that? You are incredible at interview you take. We make John. You just send me your stats, mate, and we'll all be happy. Don't you worry about that. I'll need auction, John, but I finish you at 10:30, big man. Now, come on. 10:30 show's waiting for you, John.
Don't date, John. You'll not make your flight, mate. You'll not make your plane.
John, you haven't even subscribed yet. That's a joke.
That's
you need
terrible.
to subscribe. $9.99.
$9.99.
$69.
You got a pair of shoes out of Timson's for that, John.
But like I say, mate, it's just with Mikey's. I think he's got a lot of ability, but it just depends. I think sometimes it just depends where you're playing and stuff. And I say, mate, I've not played with Celtic. I've not been lucky enough to play there, but I can imagine that the pressure will be high, and to turn out week in, week out, every game, 60,000 away from home. You've got to have I think people just think you've got to have ability, JP. I think to play at the level, at that level, even to play with Aberdeen and stuff like that, it's still a very good level. It's not just ability. You've got to have other things in your locker, and the mentality, your diets, and the way you live your life. And it's not just about how good you are on the park. There's loads of things involved in football, but I think we can all agree, mate, that Mikey Johnston has got ability. Whether or not it's enough to play at Celtic longer term anymore, I think maybe it's time Celtic maybe come to an end.
Yeah, definitely. Before I do that, just to let you all know, as you can see on screen, folks, that number 7, number 9, number 11, number 24, 57 and 93 are all now gone in the bonus ball, folks. Still got 94 balls available.
Gone.
It's that tasty. It's gone. But, yeah. Please, folks, as I said, if you want to get involved in the bonus ball, you can message us privately if you want to arrange to pay us, or you can pay our PayPal at ryanclifford9@aol.co.uk, or is it .com?
.uk.
.uk. Okay. I was right the first time. Go,
If you
always
want
got
to
to
send
see
us
you're doing
£100
an email
or that,
address. Oh, that's it.
just send us money. I don't mind.
But you
It's all right.
normally he doesn't do that on here. Normally he waits to
10:30.
the 10:30 show. What I'll do for you folks, I'll give you all a wee look at the jersey. So I'll put the banner away just now. There we are, folks. So it is a signed jersey from the man himself, Mr. Chris Sutton. And there is 2 gold plaques there as well. It tells you all about Sutton's career, how many appearances he had, etc., etc. The frame was done by Mr. John Mullaney himself, who's in the comments tonight, and the MCM Framing and Hoops Memorabilia, who are now partnered on this podcast. So, yeah, we're doing a wee bonus ball for the fans. If you want to win this, you need to take part. It's £2 entry, folks, so £2 per ball. And the winner will get this lovely jersey. Ryan, you have the jersey in your possession, mate. It's absolutely amazing, the framing work and stuff that's been done by John.
No, it's a cracking piece, mate. Especially for £2, mate. Like it says, a lot of these jerseys now, you don't really. It's quite a bit of money you pay for them if you buy them yourself. So, it's just a wee thing for the fans. Obviously, people support us, so we like to support people back. So,
Yes.
it's just a wee. Like John said in the comments, it's basically a Greg sausage roll now, and you get a chance of winning a decent wee cincher there top. So, like I said, it's there for people to buy.
Brian, it's on the running bar, mate. You'll catch it on the running bar, on the screen just now. So if you look, it will tell you the PayPal, and there it's there. Ryan Clifford at AOL.co.uk.
Ryan Clifford.
If you want,
Mm-hmm.
I will. Put it on.
If anybody's got any questions regarding that or anything to do, again, we've not really mentioned about it a lot. We have in the past, but like mental health and stuff. Listen, me and JP and Alan, all our DMs are open. You can message on TikTok, the community. We're all. I know we laugh, I joke on here, but we do obviously like to be serious chat as well. So I know a lot of people on here like can more have a laugh, a joke, and maybe an hour or so of their time. It's good to have a bit of banter, but us here.
Do you put them in a tombola? What a question that is, Prophet. No, what we'll do is once the numbers are all done, once it's all done, and it is
what we'll do is once we're finished, we'll add everything in the YouTube underneath this podcast. Every podcast, we'll add it all into the description. It just means it's there for people to see. But if anybody's got any queries about anything at all, if it's Celtic, anything to do with the strip, the bonus ball, you can contact us. And I've just had by John Clifford, JP.
You've had a donation?
He's just sent me a PayPal there.
Was it a dodgy box? No.
So he sent me numbers, so I don't know what numbers he sent. I'll need to get you after this. But if anybody's got any queries about anything at all, myself, Alan and JP, our DMs are open. You can contact us on the TikTok, the Facebook page, and the community section. If it's mental health, if it's football chat, just in general, we're always here for anybody that needs anything at all. So, that as well with the bonus ball.
Yeah, I put it in the Thomas. I've actually put it in the live chat as well, and it's up on screen just now, folks. So if anybody wants to donate to that email for your numbers, please do not do it anonymously.
Can you still hear me, JP?
Yes, mate. Yes,
right, I've got numbers here for John. If you want to mark them down.
Okay, right. Give me 2 seconds. I've got a pen and a bit of paper. Okay, here's one I made earlier. Feel as if I'm in Blue Peter. Right. So what numbers is it we're looking for?
90, 91.
1991.
55.
Right, hold on. So 1991.
55, 44, 33.
This is how you can tell this is live, folks. 1991, 44 and 43.
1991, 55, 44, 33. Yeah, unrestricted bingo, Thomas. Aye.
Unrestricted bingo. Eyes down for a full house.
At 10:30, it'll be 69, 69.
And this was a family show as well, he says.
So
44, 33 and 55. Yeah.
1991, 55.
90, 91, 44,
Yes.
3, is it 33 and 55?
Yes.
Right. Okie dokie. All the fours, 44. 2 and 4, 24. These are the numbers that are away, by the way. And Jem has taken number 24, 57 and 93. And John Clifford has taken 33, 44, 55, 90 and 91. And Thomas Hand has taken number 7, number 9 and number 11.
I've got Kieran, the bonus ball is a Chris Sutton. JP can put it back up for you.
What's the bonus ball? Here it's here.
Signed jersey.
I'll take that banner away for you to see it. So, for everyone, right, I'll do this. I'll try and do this one more time, right, and then I'm going to say my point about Mikey Johnston, and then we're going to finish up for this evening. So the bonus ball is to win this Chris Sutton signed jersey, and as you can see, folks, it's in a nice frame, and the plaques are at the bottom. The gold plaques with the Celtic crest are at the bottom. The jersey was donated by Mr. John Mullaney at MCM Framing and Hoops Memorabilia. The details about Sutton's career at Celtic are on the plaque on the left, and on the right-hand side it tells you that Mr. Chris Sutton signed it himself. So I will continue to update social media, and hopefully we can get this rolled out as soon as, Ryan, and get it going to somebody nice.
Yep, definitely.
Feel as if you're ready to fall asleep, mate.
No, I'm brand new, mate. I'm all good.
So again, the people who are, who have already taken their numbers, thank you very, very much. Yeah, and the more the merrier. So again, if anyone else wants to get in contact with us, please, that's our PayPal. If you want to send your money across, it's £2 a ball. And please, as I said, I'll do this one more time. Please do not, do not send money without telling us what you're doing it for. Because you find that some folk do actually do that accidentally. So they put up, their £2. They don't tell you what ball it's for, what number they want. They just send you £2 and they go on their merry way. So we had that for the charity evening. That's fine, Prophet, but what I will say to you is we cannot put your name to that until we receive that money, okay? I know it's only £2, but it would be unfair to do that, and we need to be straight right throughout the board. So if anyone's taking, if anyone wants to take a ball, then you need to pay your money to do that, and then we can mark that down. So when we finish, No, Thomas, don't worry, we're on the ball, mate. We don't mix things up. The wee man normally.
That's another set of balls, Thomas.
Yeah, that's a different set of balls, mate. Ryan's the only guy I know that can make a snooker table laugh. He just tickles his buzz. We've seen that the other week. We went for a game of snooker.
Aye.
Alan was a bit raging, right enough, because thought he was going for a game of snooker and he just stood there in a queue. He was bearing. But no, it was good. Big Alan's face, Ryan, when we beat him.
No happy.
Oh my God,
No
he
happy.
was raging.
Oh,
They
the
were leading
dizziness.
they were leading the whole game and I cleared the colours.
Oh, the dizziness.
Unbelievable, man. The cut I put on, tell everybody about the cut in the black, Ryan. Off.
I could actually put that. I could actually put that in my 10:30 show. It got me that.
Oh, it was when it was Pornhub stuff, man. It was absolutely unbelievable.
Now, family show.
It was right along that. Sorry, we're all adults here, mate. Don't worry. We're beyond
It's past the watershed anyway. It's all right.
That's what I was going to say. So we're beyond that. My thoughts on Mikey Johnston. Yeah, Ryan, I think he's finished at Celtic. I think Mikey will move on to pastures new. Although it was quite interesting recently when he done that interview, and he says it was his own choice to go to West Brom, Ryan.
Mm-hmm.
Brendan wanted him to stay, so he wasn't like kind of forced out the door. It was actually his choice to go to West Brom, and yeah, as I said, it's one of those decisions I think people make, mate. I think he must have known himself, like the boy Kuhn at some stage was going to come into form, was going to, get a game eventually. Yang's obviously coming onto form as well, so he's probably seen that and he's looked at that and went, I'm going to be really struggling to get game time here. Maybe at the time he didn't think Abada was going to, lose the head in terms of not wanting to be there anymore. And so, yeah, I think it's one of those ones. He's looked at that and said, right, I need to go and get game time somewhere else. And to be honest, mate, for what I've seen him, and I've seen the goals he's scored as well, best of luck to him, honestly.
Thanks, Brian.
Who's this, Ryan? Sorry.
Brian's gave me £6, but I don't know what numbers he's took. I don't know if he's took numbers.
Is this Brian for the chat tonight?
Aye, Brian. Mm-hmm.
Right, okay. Brian, if you're still watching, is it Brian McGarry? Yeah.
Aye, just let us know what numbers you've took, Brian.
Yeah, Brian, you need to let us know what numbers you want, mate. So
thanks for the money, mate.
Cheers. Who's giving us money, which is fine, but you need to let us know what balls you want. We're going to have fun with this, aren't we? What balls do you want?
Light or heavy balls?
Prune balls.
Before or after?
Good balls or no?
Before or after?
It's my bag of balls. What balls? The balls that wee bastard keeps stealing.
Unless you want random ones, Brian, just let us know, mate.
Want to stop saying buzz?
Aye, so stop saying buzz.
Aye. But, aye. So, in terms of Mikey, I don't think he'll play much at all. What I will say, folks, is I think that we may have seen the start of...
Steady.
So, right, I'll let you know what ones aren't available, Brian, if that helps you. Right, and you can then count from there, because there was 100 to choose from. So, number 24's away, number 33, number 44, number 55, number 90, number 91, 93, 7, 9, and 11 are all away. So the rest are available. I think what I'm going to need to do, Ryan, I think we're going to have to, each time balls are gone, I think we're going to need to put something on and regularly update what's left. Maybe do like a wee kind of video or something like that, or But we will once it's complete and all the balls are gone. Brian McGarry wants 1, 2, and 5. I'll do it just now while we're still live before we finish up. Ryan, have you got any more you want to allude on Mikey Johnston, or have you said enough about him?
No, I think his development's probably better going elsewhere, mate. Because I don't think he's going to get the growth he needs at Celtic. I think if he goes elsewhere and maybe develops at maybe West Brom or maybe somebody else, I think he'll probably get his talent maybe nurtured more by playing football, because it's already having talent, JP, but if you're not playing football, it's no ideal. Do you know what I mean? So I'd love every player to come through your youth system to be really good and get game time and progress. But I think for Mikey, he's getting to an age now where he wants to play every week, I'd imagine. I know he's only on loan there, but I think he's got a year left. I think his contract, I think he's got an extra year and sent him out loan. So again, well, no way, maybe cash in the summer, I don't know, mate. But obviously, Kuhn done well the other day as well. So hopefully, maybe that could be him. I know Brendan says he's lost a bit of stone and weight and stuff, and he's maybe
the problem his teeth as well.
So he said there's a few issues with Kuhn. Hopefully, that's him maybe start to show why we paid the money for him, because he did do well at the weekend. So hopefully that'll be him going forward. So I just going forward, mate. I think at the weekend we just need to. I know we'll be back on before then, but we just need to try and be positive, try and be solid defensively, try and get injured guys back, and then hopefully kind of stay injury free to the national break, and then for our own we get no injuries internationally and we go for there.
Yes, absolutely. Sorry, Brian, that's me just filled in your numbers, mate. So you've got 1, 2, and 5. Thomas Hand, you've got 7, 9, and 11. And Jem, you've got 24, 33. No, sorry, 24, 57, and 93. And John Clifford, you have got 33, 44, 55, 90, and 91.
Just let when you send money, Jai, we'll just put them down for a few. But how much you send, mate? No problem at all.
Yeah, that's fine, Jai. So we'll just make it up as we go along. That's what we normally do on here anyway, mate. So don't worry about it.
Fine, it's new boy. I don't know about a new legend, John, but he's definitely had a decent wee start to his Celtic career. Obviously, Brendan likes him, mate. Don't know what JP feels, but I still wouldn't start him games just yet. I think when you're going for league titles and stuff, I think we're better off going with experience. I know he could come in and be absolutely amazing, and he could help you towards it, definitely. But I think if guys like McGregor, Hatate, Bernardo, O'Reilly, even Awata, even home, if their guys are fully fit, I think I'd rather play the guys with a bit more experience than a youngster. But I'm with the manager, John. I think he's definitely got a good way of playing football, and he's got maybe good potential to be a Celtic star in the future. So I think there's talking about getting him a new deal. So the club obviously fancy him to be good in the future.
What I will say, John, is there's a lot of similarities to when Callum McGregor came into the Celtic side. You remember his debut for Celtic, he scored his goal against Reykjavik in the European qualifier. The lad, Daniel Kelly's done similarity to that in terms of his Parkhead debut. He scored...
But once we're finished this, John, we'll check your page just to make sure there's a message. We'll give you a shout. Thanks, mate.
Okay. I've just seen there that Jai will have 67 and 88 if it's not gone yet. I'm going to put it in tonight. Careful, son. What you putting in tonight, man? You better be careful. You need to be careful with that kind of part of Jai. You'll start a wee man, he'll get dead excited, man. Yeah, I think that Daniel Kelly has got all the attributes to be a very good player.
Brian, I think it's just PayPal, so it's just my email. It should get to my emails to the PayPal, so it should just go to that. It's few people have just sent there. So if you just go, I don't know if you use PayPal, Brian, but if you just go into PayPal and just type in my email address, that should come in. It should be okay. A few people have sent money to it there, so it should send into the PayPal.
Well, everybody that's taken a
if
number,
there's any issue, Brian,
beside.
just message us either privately, and we can maybe help you with that.
Would you like me to put it up, right? I'll do it one more time, right? I'll stick it up again for the. So there we go. You need to put it in exactly the way it reads on here.
If people haven't got PayPal, message us privately and we can maybe sort you out in our way. But that's ideally we'd like to do the PayPal, just so we know who's paid and it's easier to do that way. But if
it's easy to leave a comment as well, so that you can let us know who you are.
But if anybody's not get paid, if anybody wants a shot and they've not got PayPal, message the page privately or message one of us on Twitter or Facebook. Just message and we can we'll go for there.
Or donate to us 10:30 show. And
I'll give you for nothing if you turn at 10:30.
It's the same account it's linked to, by the way. Don't give him any more money, man. I'll not see him. He'll get to Tenerife and bump into Big Allen. Two of them will be jumping about Las Americas with stolen Celtic strips.
Profit, if you've not got PayPal, just message either myself, JP, or the TikTok or anything to do with the page, and we'll go through maybe other channels to maybe help you that way.
If you're on any other part of social media, Profit, or you've got a family relative who is, please get in contact with us there. So you can message us on Twitter, you can message us on Facebook, you can message us on TikTok. What I'll do now is I was going to put up my display name because I forgot, because my account had changed over. My Twitter handle is no longer part of my name here. So my what I'll do is I'll tell you just now. Okay. Right, I've got a message. I've went onto my phone here. And I've got a message. And it's from Michaela Curran, who I'm assuming is John's daughter. Can you put Joe Curran down for 5, 30 and 67? Well, 67 is that a way you get? I know Jai had asked for 67, but unless we've received the funds for that, we won't be able to put anyone's name to that number. Number 5's away, definitely. So, Joe, if you are watching, mate, can you tell Michaela that number 5 is gone? Mr. Brian McGarry has already chosen that, and he's paid for his number. Number 30 is very much still available, and number 67 was asked by Jai to have, but if Jai's not paid his money as yet, and Joe has paid his money, then I've got to give that away. Jai, no problem, mate. That's good, man, because like I says, unless we've got your money, then we can't put your name down next to a ball. So your name's no gone beside a ball unless we've got your money.
Big boys and me boys.
Big boys and me boys. So if you've got big balls, send your dough over.
We'll wait 10:30 for the boys.
It's 17 away. No, it's not. It's very much still available. But it will go away if someone contacts us. So, Profit, if you've got, like I says, if you've not got PayPal, or you don't do PayPal, but you've got a relative who's got social media, just say for talking sake, you don't have a social media account, then please get someone similar to Joe and get someone to message us. Joe Curran, if you're still watching us, can you let Michaela know that ball number 5 is gone? Okay. So if you want another one, you can choose another one. But 67 and 30 are very much available. And if we have received Joe's money, I will stick Joe's name to ball 30 and 67 until such times we get another. I feel as if this has turned into the Mecca Bingo. Oh, the balls are running on. Eyes down for a full house. Here we go.
Right, okay, Brian. No worries.
Brian, I've actually put your name to it, mate. So it had already been done before it. Maestro, we will need to give you bank details, mate, if that's the case. We'll need to give, because if you give us your bank details, we'll need to give you money, mate, and that's not happening. Nice try, though. Nice try. We come for East End of Glasgow, mate, not in a foreign country. Where are ordinary people say?
I've just received 4 for Joe there.
It's a go for Joe.
It's a go for Joe.
It's a go for Joe.
Cheers, Joe.
So you £4.
Yes.
Right, so that's for ball 30 and ball 67. So I'll do that before we finish up. Anybody else? Anybody else want to get in contact with us? Please do so via.
I think Maestro's watched this a while now. I think we're knowing the boss, Maestro. I know we're a wee bit ditzy, but especially big JP. I don't think you're gonna kid the big man.
Need to be up early in the morning, mate. You catch me with that one.
Are you up early for your
I'll give you my bank details and you can stick me down next to a couple of boys. Nice try.
It's Isa with Sandy's way. Says go for Joe.
As my granda used to say to me, what kind of window liquor do you think I'm on?
Oh, the old part is brilliant, man, isn't it?
I miss my granda, man. He used to come away with some belters, mate.
Nah, the old school part is brilliant, isn't it, man?
30 and 67.
Brian,
now.
I think what we'll do is, maybe at the end of every day, JP's get the pad, so we'll take a photo of the pad and then people can see what's left. And then they can pick for there as well. Aye. Oh, good.
Right, before we finish up, folks, thank you to everyone who's been tuning in tonight and watching us, listening to me and Ryan. No, can't be easy at times, especially listening to him, because I knew I was about to be made my dinner at one point. Just rabbits on, and as people say, as John says earlier, he doesn't come up for air.
I'm starting to take this personal. This is terrible.
There's more air on you than a Hindenburg, mate.
There's more air than one of these boys.
Aye. A big hot air below.
Aye, Jerry, it's a load of buzz. Remember, 10:30, you'll see more buzz. All the boys going to stop saying
good buzz, I know.
Good buzz, just tired buzz.
Tired buzz.
Just tired buzz. Aye, no, good chat again. Thanks for
Maestro, it's turned out a buzz up tonight, that's for sure. Right, folks, I'm going to let you all know, as you can see in the running bar, sorry Ryan, I'll let you in a wee second, mate.
That's right.
As you can see in the running bar, there is the information. It is the Chris Sutton jersey. I'll put it up one more time for all you lucky folks who, because I love yous that much. Hold on. Here we go. There we go. So it is Chris Sutton signed jersey, lovely framed by John Mullaney from MCM Framing Services and Hoops Memorabilia, who's now a partner on the podcast, and he donated this jersey for us to do this. So we're going to do a bonus ball, and the bonus ball is well and truly started, folks. So there's 100 balls in the bonus ball. It's £2 per ball, as you can see there. And so far, these are all the balls that are gone. Okay? So the ones that have been taken by people. Number 1, number 2, number 5, number 7, number 9, number 11, number 24, number 30, number 33, number 44, number 55, number 57, number 67, number 90, number 91, and number 93. I don't know how good at maths you are, Ryan, but will you keep count there about what's left?
Maths is no maths some point, mate. I was in foundation maths by just to let you know. So when it comes to maths, I'm calculator all the way, mate. I'm no.
And for anybody wants to know the translation of that, he was sitting with the ordinary people.
No, I was nowhere near them. I was sitting in a Dunce's corner with a wee hat.
I don't believe that for a minute.
With a wee calculator.
I don't believe.
Sat in the corner.
Sitting trying to make noises with the numbers. Sitting right in the bug egg.
Aye. Algebra, no, I'm worried. I'm away home. I'm up the road.
Aye.
Algebra and pi squared and all that. Jesus Christ, man.
That was PE for me. I hated it at school.
Hated PE?
I used to actually get a note. Aye, I got a note from my ma. So before PE...
Is that because I'm the cheek with the tissue?
No. Aye. My ma had to wipe my face before I went to school that day. No, I got a note from my ma, and it says on the note, "Please excuse John Paul for this class, as he's fucked off to the chip van with his pals." Absolutely hated PE.
Oh, brilliant. Oh, brilliant.
I used to love resistance training. Every time training came up, I resisted against it.
Wait, Chippy.
I'm the only guy that goes to the gym and ends up in a vending machine. 2.5 hours.
Oh, brilliant.
No, as I say, at the end of every day, folks, we'll put it up in the social media. I'll put it in the community section of the YouTube channel as well regarding the bonus ball. Best of luck to everybody that's taking part. And when we do the draw, folks, we will do it live on camera. So there is a wee app that you can get, and it's like the Wheel of Fortune, basically, and it's got all the balls, the numbers. So basically, we'll do it on that, and whoever wins will be announced, and we will get the jersey toogie. But we'll be back at some point this week. I don't know what time. It's my daughter's birthday on Friday, so I might not be back on Friday. Is your name John Paul? Yeah.
Was it his name is JP Punch?
What gives that away? Was it the fact that my name's JP?
You see yourself back Saturday, no fucking you.
I'll see him. Listen, by the way, I've seen him. The only thing he's knocking me out is with his BO. Definitely, but I'll put it up one more time, Maestro. There we go. You need to, when you're entering it into the PayPal, you need to enter it as it looks here on your screen right now. So you need to, yeah.
But if anybody hasn't got PayPal, just message the pages or the community or whatever, and we'll be able to kind of contact you through anything. We'll go through other platforms.
If anybody's not get PayPal and you do have a relative,
yeah,
you know.
But
what does Ryan stand for? It stands for a half 10 show, mate. He needs to get off quickly and get ready.
But just make sure when you start sending it your name and what numbers you are, just so we know who it is. If that be possible.
To be fair, what does Ryan stand for? Well, normally the Scottish national anthem. I've seen him doing it several times. Mate. That's what it stands for.
If you actually want to know what it stands for, Ryan stands for Baby King, I think it is in Ireland.
Baby King.
So I'm the king.
And for anybody wanting to really be funny, he didn't say BB King. He says Baby King.
Well, I do like a few Burger Kings. That's why I don't play football.
Aye, Burger Kings.
Can't he beat the double XL bacons, man? Mind that man, me and you had last week, 2 weeks ago.
Lovely, mate.
Tasty,
aye.
Man. That was nice.
And yes, folks, also, we never had a chance to discuss it tonight because we were so busy talking about Buzz.
Going to stop saying Buzz?
The new Celtic top is out and available in stores. What do we think of it? I think it's very summery, personally, Ryan. But again, mate, you've got that element of you're asking the fans for more money, mate.
I think I've got to read the room, mate, a wee bit. Well, I know it's a contract with Adidas or no, we don't know, but I like it. But I think they should maybe just wait to the end of the season, because I think if they wait to the end of the season, there's more chance of people buying it, going on holidays and stuff. But I just think I like it, mate. I like it. But a lot of fans will be thinking, right, come on. They'll probably think, we'll maybe try to get my bank to give me the money, but we've got to the other line and all that. I've seen a few radio jokes, so
I wonder if Maestro contacted Celtic saying, if I give you my bank details, will you send me a jersey?
Aye. I do like it. It is nice stuff, but I think it's a wee bit shaky for the club to do that. Whether or no it is a contract with Adidas and they need to do it, I don't know. But you could say they're maybe fleecing the fans, maybe putting 5 jerseys out a season. Maybe wait till the summer and maybe they get more interest in it. But just need to wait till the end of the season, mate, and we'll see if we win the league, and then we'll go for it.
Aye. Plunge says, JP, when they hit a man my age, well, just don't stand on my toe. You're all right. I'm only kidding. You're right, Plunge. I'm too nice a guy, mate. I'm not that type of person. I'm not an aggressive type of guy. Just a guy that likes to talk about Buzz, which is why we're doing a bonus for. And talk about Buzz, me man. You better get ready. Nearly 10:30.
Nah, it's time for me to head off to in a double denim.
Aye. Oh, double denim, man. Me man, the Wednesday night, double denim. Get your mammy up to wash your face off when you go live. I need to start bringing my ma for a day this, man, so she can start doing my makeup and that again for me.
You better get a wee letter to see if I'm missing it to come to the 10:30 show or not.
Aye. Please excuse JP for the Celtic Unrestricted View podcast. He's fucked off into an OnlyFans channel. A guy that stones for Ryan.
Aye. Oh, bro.
Ran by the ordinary people. But that's enough laughter for one night, as I said. All you lovely people, take care. We will be in contact. Anyone at all that's wanting to get involved with the Buzz, wanting about the Buzz, my Buzz, his Buzz, your Buzz, everybody's Buzz, please get in contact with you know how. Message your page, folks, if you don't have PayPal, and we'll get Maestro to ping you his bank details so you can give him a lot of money. But all in all, take care, folks. Stay safe and hail.
Hi folks, JP here from the podcast. Just to let you all know that the podcast is sponsored by AB Entertainment, and the AB stands for Mr. Alec Beveridge. It's a DJ and entertainment business. Alex is on Facebook and Instagram, and you can hit him up through the WhatsApp for any bookings on 07845 746 092. And also, folks, the podcast has taken on a new partner, and we're partnered by MCM Framing Services and Hoops Memorabilia. If you want any jerseys, or if you've got any memorabilia sitting around you want framed or anything looked after that way, contact John Mullaney, and you can get him at johnmullaney0971@gmail.com, or contact him on his mobile 07835 072 582. And here at the Unrestricted View, we hope you're all enjoying the content, and if you are, please like and subscribe. It's free to do so, and also share amongst your Celtic family as well. Hail from all of us.